Exactly. Like, so when you activate it on your Echo, you're like, hey, sluts, sweep the floor.
Send out the slut.
There should be sluts.
My Echo has been dumb lately, and you probably can't hear her, so I can't do it. But when I call out and I'm like, hey, turn the kitchen lights off, she'll do it, and then she'll go, they're not responding right now. Could you check the connection? I'm like,
Yep.
They are obviously responding because you just turned them off. So I don't know what that's about.
My girl never hears me the first time either.
I think she hates you.
I think she does. I think I've heard. Like, why not repeat myself?
Like your mom. You didn't hear me the first time?
You didn't hear me when I first drove up? Like,
I made a rookie mistake on Prime Day. I bought an secondary smaller Echo. I bought an Echo Pop for our living room because we have our regular Echo in the kitchen because that's where we do most of the hey, add shit to the shopping list and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and I thought that I'd be able to link them because they're both Echo devices. So if I played music, it would play in both rooms. Nope.
Why not?
Because my Echo is too old or the Echo Pop is too new. They don't talk to each other like that.
That's so upsetting.
That is heartbreaking.
I'm so sorry,
If you play music, you only get to enjoy it in one room.
One room or the other.
Well, I will say that's the nice thing about my apartment is if I do play music on mine in the kitchen, I can hear it everywhere.
Mm-hmm. That was the nice thing about mine, Jules' old apartment. Even though it was a much larger 2-bedroom apartment, our kitchen was just so centrally located that having the Alexa where it was, I could hear it everywhere.
You're doing the Illuminati.
I don't know. I'm just doing little things. I'm seeing stuff. That chicken sandwich is sitting like a rock in my tummy.
Mushrooms are kicking in.
Yeah, dude.
Mike took the Lollapalooza theme real serious.
Oh, you guys hearing that?
That's where Haley is right now.
I was going to say, were you and Haley at Lollapalooza today?
I wasn't. I was at work.
Oh,
I was at work.
Okay.
My job.
You said that like the most privileged white woman. I was at work.
I was at work.
Earning. I was
adding value. Who was with Haley?
I was paying taxes today.
Is it in Chicago?
Yeah. Every year.
What is
Damn, I didn't know that.
It's usually at the end. It's typically the first weekend of August.
Mm-hmm.
And Chappell Roan was playing today. I think Kesha was playing today. I think Hosier is also playing today. And it was some of it was on. I think if you had Hulu Premium, you could stream at least Chappell's part of the concert. It's pretty neat. I like it. I think it's fun.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is next August, the beginning of August, I need to plan to come to Chicago and go there.
But that's also why the Nature Museum does Bugapalooza the first weekend of August.
So you can get your picks on Saturday and then come see bugs on Sunday.
Our logo is a take on the Lollapalooza lettering.
Really? I'm gonna look it up. Bugapalooza.
You're gonna find some weird shit.
Chicago.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Hold on. There's weird stuff.
Oh no! It just came out. The Peggy Note to Bart.
That's me. That's us. Oh wait, I forgot to start the Yepometer.
Oh, guys, I've been listening to Twilight, right? And I just finished the audiobook, so of course I had to watch the movie immediately. And I learned that apparently the movie, almost all of the effects are practical. Like the big fight that they have in the ballet studio and how they make the vampires run really fast. It's actually a really interesting way that they do that. And it surprised and delighted me.
For what?
But now
for what
I've
movie
just
is
finished
this?
New Moon. And now I gotta watch New Moon.
Gotcha. I'm gonna send everybody in the group a disgusting image of bugs that came up.
I can't see it. I'm on the phone, so I'm just gonna trust.
All right, we'll see if Jeff will share it.
I'll share it if it's not too. Oh my god!
What? It's just like a bunch of bugs on a chicken, I guess.
Yeah,
it's a living chicken.
It's a dead chicken.
Oh,
so I see darkling beetles. I see perhaps types of caterpillar. Those aren't superworms. Those aren't darkling beetle larvae. because I know what those look like. We have those at the museum. I'm gonna share this. Trigger warning for you all. There's going to be brief showings of bugs
and dead chicken apparently.
But it doesn't look like a chicken. It looks like a rotisserie. I don't know.
Let me see it.
It's
so small.
It's so tiny, and it has to be tiny on Katie's computer because she's on her phone. It's probably like this big.
It's like it's maybe as big as my thumb.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
Well, I'm gonna put my cat up on her pedestal.
Oh, it gets worse the bigger it gets.
Yeah, I think that's the point.
Come look, God, that's a chunky kid. Hello.
Hi, Ronnie.
Oh my God.
You wanna be up here?
I will say.
Oh, there she is. Yuck.
Oh, yucca.
I don't know what it is.
It looks like a dinosaur.
All the people who are not in the group are going to be so confused.
Jared's already says no.
Ronnie has a shelf that is like suction cupped to my window, but it's up slightly higher because I have to put my AC unit in over here, right? And she's too scared to get up there, so I have to put her up there. She can get down just fine, but getting up there, she'll just like sit by the ledge and look at me with big old eyes until I put her up there. That's something you didn't know.
I'm gonna bang all of us a few times. I'm so sorry.
Jonathan, we're throwing back to your disaster piece of dialogue from a few years ago.
Daughter Bella.
What daughter Bella?
What character were you playing? Were you her dad?
I was her dad. I forgot about
both dads.
Here's the thing. I knew nothing about Twilight. And so that was the only thing I had, and I took it and ran.
Daughter Bella?
That Eventide book might have been the best thing that the props department made that year.
They didn't make it.
That's right, Alex did.
Gary Wallace and Alex did. Don't give them credit for that. That was a rough prop year. But we've come so far from that.
We have come so far.
I feel so pressured to fill the time on the yapometer.
I mean, look, we haven't even brought up the fact that we were talking about furries before.
We want to pull up Mothman.
Should stay private. I say.
I want to ask the audience if they think, because we know the answer now because we Googled it, if a cryptid such as Bigfoot or Mothman or Frogman, do those count as furries?
Or could you have a fursona of those cryptids?
And is it like you could have a sensual version of them, but is it still considered a furry, or is it like a cryptid? Like, is there a different niche for it? What do you
say? Talking about fursonas, there was talk about the fact that because there is indigenous ties to like spirit animal, and that was about like that. Instead of that, there was a movement to call it your fursona, and I'm like, so what would you all's fursona be?
Oh no.
I mean, I've always felt a special connection with chickens.
That's Lady Cluck from Robin Hood, bitch. Like right there.
Right there. Absolutely. No, absolutely. Like, I have a special connection to a chicken.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
I'm probably just simple with a doggy.
No, like
little
a mutt
doggy.
or like a purebred.
With a little mutt. A little messy. I'm not fancy. Do whatever.
I'm not fancy.
No one's talked about the sexy Mothman picture I sent.
That, I think of like Godzilla as a monster. I don't see Bigfoot as a monster.
That is a sexy Mothman picture, Mike.
Isn't that a sexy Mothman, Jonathan? Did you see it?
I haven't seen
it.
Should I share Mike's sexy Mothman picture?
Yeah, just that's what.
Oh wow, that's
no. This is a different one.
The feet on that thing.
Another trigger warning. This is a tasteful nude of Mothman.
This is a tasteful Mothman nude. It's so small. Oh Oh my God! Why he ain't got no skin?
Oh, there we go. That's for my dad and my sister.
And
Wes.
guys, that's the bridge. That's the West Virginia. That's the bridge.
Oh yeah, zoom in on it, Jeff. Yeah, we can get close. Oh, the face! Oh no! Oh no!
I'm disappointed.
It's like an oil painting. Look at the strokes. They're so intricate. Oh. Oh boy.
I'm trying to think of what I would do. I think I would be some sort of like, I don't know. Maybe a some sort of bird too. Maybe like a pigeon. Something that is loud
bird.
and annoying, but also temperamental.
A macaw?
Oh, yes, and gorgeous.
Yeah, gorgeous.
Yeah.
Done.
There it is.
What would you be, Jeff? What would your persona be?
Last one.
Probably like a small bear of some sort, like a sun bear or
a little bear.
You don't want to see and say wolf?
Nah. I like just like physicality and vibes. I have much more like a bear or chimp. Like I remember one time I was at the gym and looking at myself and going, I look like a fucking ape. Like just my like big forehead, I look like a simian of some sort.
You know,
they're strong.
Tarzan, and he's one of the most attractive people in the world. So
well, I'm seeing
apes together strong.
I'm like, I've seen you for 9 years, and you've never walked by me and thought that's a fucking ape. I have never. I can see the bear. I think you're turned in Disaster Piece as Winnie the Pooh that one time with your head stuck in the honey pot.
Mordew, Winnie the Mordew. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
we were doing Brave, and I was supposed to play Mordew, but it was just my character, Marco Ciccolini, who then had to go back to being Nicodemus Stone right before we went on for the third weekend. I got my head stuck in a jar of honey, but I was shirtless because I didn't want to get honey on my shirt. So everyone saw me was like, that's the bear, that's Mordew.
You know what? I'm changing my answer. I think I would be a heifer.
No,
like a cow, you know, but like
a home on the range
milking cow, like a dairy cow. Yes,
like a home on the range cow that's like sassy.
Absolutely.
Like if a golden girl was a cow.
Absolutely, that
like the cow from Cow and Chicken.
That cow's too stupid.
I'm thinking Hershey Park cows.
Oh,
yes, for love.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Listen,
speaking of the catchiest theme songs ever written.
The IT crowd.
Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to Improv Technology. That's us. My name is Jeff Wolfthal. I am your host, and today I am joined by three of the most incredible improvisers that have ever set foot on the grounds of a certain Renaissance fair that we all used to work at. And we're here on the internet, the complete opposite of that kind of a vibe. So allow me to introduce the people that are going to be performing for you tonight in our Improvapalooza. First off, opening it up on the side stage, it's Mike Garland.
Ooh, hey! I'm scared to be in front of people.
The opening act that you're actually there to see because the main event doesn't interest you that much, it's Katie Hope Noble.
That's right. Yes.
So happy to be here.
And the surprise after party, but that you weren't expecting, but you enjoy nonetheless, it's Jonathan Handley.
You know what? I'll take it. I think that describes me perfectly. You weren't expecting it, but you'll take it nonetheless.
And you enjoy it. And you're like, I want some more of it, but I don't know how to get it. It's elusive.
That's right. I'm being nice tonight.
And
That was
I
very
don't
nice.
Well,
Last time I was here was nonstop Jonathan bashing. So
we are here to perform for you all and probably bash Jonathan at some point. And Muppet Arms. Y'all ready to do some improv?
yeah.
Cue the jock jam.
Your
CD.
arm. Shoot. Okay, hold on.
I'm ready. Ooh. Oh, shit. Oh, wait.
Not
Wow.
the claw from Liar Liar.
Anywho.
Let's do some improv. We're going to start off with a
Let's
game
do it.
called 185.
Yes.
This is the world's most formulaic joke game. It starts off 185 blanks walk into a bar. The bartender says, "I'm sorry, I don't have enough room to serve 185 blanks." And the blanks say, "A punchline."
Mm-hmm.
I know, it's a real knee slapper. It's their job to make that funny. They did it very successfully a few weeks ago because we had almost an entire show of it. So
Really being nice tonight.
I'm
Kind
dying.
of bang.
So the first prompt is dog toys.
Use your own thing. Okay, I already.
Dog
Sorry, I don't want to
toys?
say Jonathan's thing. I just feel like maybe I can do it better.
Succeed. No, that's terrible.
185 dog toys.
Ooh.
Mhm.
Oh, never mind. This is not sex with me. Sorry.
Nope, I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
It was terrible. God. I was gonna say it's a dog toy. You put peanut butter in my hole and then chew on me a bit.
There it is.
185 dog toys walk into a bar. The bartender says, "I'm so sorry. I don't have enough room for 185 dog toys tonight." And they said, "It's okay. We can squeak in."
There
Oh,
you go.
185 dog toys walk into a bar. Bartender says, "I cannot serve that many dog toys." And then the dog toys all scurry underneath some form of furniture that he'll never be able to get them out of again.
That's good. That's good.
That's good. Thank you. He is nice tonight.
All right, next one. 185 lion tamers.
oh.
185 lion tamers walk into a bar. Bartender says, "I can't serve 185 lion tamers." The lion tamers say, "Hey-ya!"
185 lion tamers walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "Guys, I'm so sorry. I already have a party of 185 coming. Like, you're going to have to come back another night." And the lion tamers say, "Oh, is it under Barnum and Bailey?" That's
Oh, so smart.
Oh, 185 lion tamers walk into a bar. Bartender says, "I can seat you, but it won't be at a table. You'll have to sit at one of the booths out back, and it's just stools." And lion tamers say, "Stools will be fine."
185 lion tamers walk into a bar. The bartender says, "I am so sorry, guys. We just don't have enough room for 185 lion tamers. I hope you're not too upset about it." And they like, "Ugh, this is really intense."
Oh.
185 lion tamers walk into the bar. Bartender says, "Hey, I have a couple tables, but you'll have to sit really close." And they say, "That's fine. We're brothers." And they say, "Okay, so what's the name?" And they say, "Ringling."
Ooh.
185 lion tamers walk into a bar. Bartender says, "I cannot. This is too many lion tamers. You guys gotta go." And the lion tamers say, "Sir, cuss us out if you must." There you go.
185 lion tamers walk into a bar. The bartender lets them in. They sit down. Someone comes up to take their order. What are you having? They order a whole round of Pinnacle Whipped.
Hey.
That's triggering for me.
Why, Jonathan?
You know why, Jeffrey.
Secrets.
All right.
I was drunk one time on IT Crowd. I mean, wasted on Pinnacle Whip.
It was the best show we've ever done.
That's
We keep chasing that high.
We do. It's the dragon. It's the dragon that we're always chasing. Last one, 185 dentists.
185 dentists walking to a bar. The bartender says, sorry, can't serve 185 dentists. And the dentists say, we have a reservation at 2:30.
One single dentist walks into a bar. Bartender says, I'm so sorry, don't have room. We're full up. And they say, oh, actually, sorry, I'm here to meet my brother, Michael Caine. And they say, oh, he's in the back. Who should I tell him it is? And they go, his sister, Lida.
Lida Caine. Well done.
Hello, 185 dentists walking to the bar. Bartender says, you guys got to go. There's too many dentists. And the dentists say, I forgot it. No. Katie, go.
185 dentists walking to a bar. The bartender says, guys, so sorry. We need to actually give you new menus. We're under new management. This is called the canal now. And they were like, oh, before we sit, we'd like to root around the canal.
Oh. 185 deeply southern dentists walk to Mo's bar. And Mo, who's bouncing at the bar, says, I don't have enough room for 185 dentists. And the dentists look in. The place is empty. And they go, Mo, lar.
185 dentists go in, walk into a bar. Bartender says, oh boy, you just caught it. You beat the rush because this place is filling up.
All right.
185 dentists walk into the bar. The bartender says, oh my gosh, you're here for the dentist convention. We're so excited. And they said, dentist. We're here for the dentist convention.
I remembered it, I think. 185 dentists walk into the bar. Bartender says, no way. The dentists say, that's okay. We know the drill.
Hey.
10 dentists walk into a bar. Bartender says, fantastic, we got a space. They go and sit down. At the end of the night, they come to get their meal, and one of the dentists did not leave a tip. And that's because 9 out of 10 dentists recommend that bar.
That's good.
All right. Oh, Katie's got one. All right.
It's not as good as Jonathan's, but here we go. 185 dentists are wasted at a bar, and it is getting late. The bartender goes up and he's like, guys, and ladies can be dentists. I'm so sorry.
Where's Alexis when you need her?
I felt her in my brain. I'm so sorry. You guys have to leave. We're closing up. Like, are you guys okay to get home? And one of them says, it's okay. We got fluoride.
Hey, all right. And that's where we're going to end the game.
I would like to report sexism happening on the IT club currently. Katie Noble just made a 185 about dentists, and she said that all the dentists were men.
And women.
No, that's not what you said at first.
You're right. It was an afterthought.
Listen,
well, how we doing, everybody? How we feeling now?
Do you guys have a fear of the dentist? Because I think I'm a freak. I love the dentist. I can't afford it all the time, but I love going. Even as a kid, I was like, ooh, yeah, going to the dentist. And I've had like every cavity you could have. Like, I'm not scared. I'm just like, you mean to tell me that I get to lay in a nice chair, be a little bit high, and watch TV while somebody roots around in my mouth? Sign me up. Like, and like my pediatric dentist, I went to her until I was 19, and she had like a knight fairy tale theme. So every exam room had like a knight in shining armor, and there was like a built-in castle for the little kids. Like, I loved it. It was great. I enjoyed it.
That's wonderful.
My dentist when I was growing up looked like Jim Carrey. And so I was never scared of going to the dentist.
Yeah.
Was it funny?
Alrighty then. Let's get
I loved how my teeth felt.
Me too.
After the dentist. That's the one thing, even like when I didn't have insurance, I was like, still go to the dentist.
Still at the dentist.
I love it. Oh, what was I about to say about the dentist? Oh, shoot. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Sorry.
Well, go ahead.
Do y'all like the flavored polish or just the mint polish?
Just a miss.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do not come at me with this bubble gum or grape. No.
God, no.
Medicine. I also don't like. Do you remember when they had the flavored gloves? I don't mean to be crass right now, but my dentist would have flavored gloves, and they were like bubblegum, grape. It was just something. I think it was for kids, but I think it impacts me in such a way that I don't think I could do novelty condoms because of that. Like I cannot handle the idea of there being a grape flavored condom. Like I can't do it.
Table? Listen, my mom. Speaking, people do the dental dam thing. I'd never heard that was the thing, but my mom had a root canal a handful of years ago, and David and I were in the car, like we had ridden around, and we were there waiting on her, and she comes out.
Was she driving? Like after the root canal?
But my mom is slightly claustrophobic, and even though they told her she could breathe, she was like, they put that thing on me, and she was like, she made them like poke holes in it so she could breathe.
Oh no.
It was very funny. My mother I love her to death.
My current dentist has an emotional support dog, and I put that in quotes because she did tell me that this dog was not yet trained. And I could tell because every time I was like, oh, I wonder if the dog's going to come and let me pet it while I'm up there, it would just run away from me every time. She's like, it's okay, like Princess is still learning, blah blah blah. And this same dentist, she fixed one of my molars, right? She is so ding dang proud of herself. She fixed it, and then like within 10 minutes after fixing it, they're doing the final stuff. She goes, ugh, I did such a good job. Do you want to see the before and after? And I was like, of course I do. And she showed me the before and after, and I was like, wow, that's a whole new tooth. And she's like, I know. And then the next time that I came in for a cleaning, she goes, ugh, that molar still looks good. Do you want to see the before and afters again? And I was like, of course I do. Like, she was just so proud of herself. Feeling. I think she probably has pictures of it hung up in her office of how proud she was.
See this? Look at this one. My God. She takes that to family gatherings.
It's in an art portfolio of hers.
It's gotta be. I
don't know if I'd want a dog around when my mouth is open, and I feel like the dander would be an issue.
That's fair. That's fair.
You're just there.
There's a lot of dentists in Chicago because we have a really prominent dental school. So literally, you could throw a rock and you'll either hit a dispensary, a dental office, or just like a corner store. And I know that's 2 smoke shops essentially, but I stand by it. Or a mattress firm. If you ask Katie Markey, mattress firm.
Chicago sounds like a happening place.
Maybe we should put the yak meter back on. I'm excited.
We're taking 5 minutes in between every game now. But speaking of taking time, I want to take time to thank you all for being here and for giving us your suggestions. And if you want even more direct gratitude, you can Venmo us at the IT Crowd. That's right. Your money buys our gratitude.
Mike, do you like this more than this?
I think it's cleaner. I think it's a much more clear heart. I think it's a nice even shape. Like this is just like a fat little thing, and it's like it's hard for me to like between this, if I can get it right.
Yeah, your finger.
That feels like a nice thing, but like this is like it's really just it's so wide, and like especially you're going through all those other fingers to get there. It feels way muddier. I do like the new iteration, the new drop.
So it's your front. Hang on, I'm confused how this works.
It's middle
arch.
Yeah, and middle fingers touching at the bottom.
I feel like I think it just shows how old I am because like I've knitted enough, so I'm like, I
really can't make my fingers do that correctly. Like I don't know what I'm doing.
It's like Alexis's little thing on a fence. It takes time.
Yeah, my fingers.
Was it that?
All right. Anyway, our next game.
Yay!
We're gonna do some YouTube channels for you. So you all gave us suggestions of different characters and stuff like that, and I'm gonna make all of them do those characters as a YouTube channel. And I'm gonna flip around like the bored millennial I am, and see what videos are on these YouTube channels. So,
Okay.
Mike,
I hate this game.
your suggestion comes from Debbie Willis Hamlin.
Thank you, Debbie.
You will be Julie Andrews Deadpool.
You shut it down now. That's going to be the best one.
Jonathan, yours comes from Debbie Garland.
Okay.
Relation. Dolly Parton, OBGYN.
Oh my lord.
Up it up wide, hun. Y'all come back now.
And then Katie. Yours was going to be Dolly Parton, OBGYN, until I saw this suggestion.
From who?
And this comes from Ryan Frederick. You're the Pope tripping on shrooms.
Girls, say less.
Right, so they are going to get ready to present these characters in different YouTube-esque vlog, perhaps, videos. We'll see what they do. It's up to them. They're creative. I just have to flip channels. But thank you to Ryan and Debbie and everyone that sent suggestions in our suggestion post this week, because it's what makes the show possible. Your suggestions are awesome, and it helps keep us on our toes. So keep up the good work of responding to that suggestion post. Thank you all. Now I'm going to go away. They're going to come back. Sit back and have fun.
Oh, hello. It's me, Julie Andrews, a character that I, Deadpool, very much know a lot about, and I'm going to do a fantastic job of impersonating her. You know, the wonderful thing about being a Deadpool-esque character is you can break the fourth wall a little more. So if you're struggling with a prompt or anything in your life, like maybe I did when I was Mary Poppins, you could just ramble on for a while. The other thing about Julie Andrews is I'm an icon, and that's what I'm really here to talk about today. And if you ask my imaginary Julie Andrews counterparts that I talk to in my newly released comic book, Angel on My Shoulder, Julie Andrews, what do you think? Oh, in the world of filmography, you would see and hear it too.
Howdy, y'all. It's me, Dolly, and welcome back to Gyno 9 to 5, where we take a look back at my week's appointments.
Oh, no.
So on Monday at 8:30, we had Jolene. Now listen, Jolene might be trying to get your man, but she's already had syphilis. And then on Tuesday, we had a meeting with Kenny Rogers. Oh no, that's not Kenny Rogers. Sorry, he's dead. Sorry, we had a meeting with my goddaughter, Miley Cyrus. Now she's clean as a whistle and single. Let's see. And then on Wednesday, Wednesday I had to be out of office for a little while because I had to go pop on down to Dollywood and see people, make sure everything's going right. And then I had a show that night. Listen, she might be old, but her tits are tight and she can still play the guitar.
Oh, were we rolling? Oh, were we rolling? I'm Papa Francis. I live here in Italy. Oh my God. Oh my. Sorry. Peace be with you. And we'll be reading from Proverbs 23. And for Tinkus in his heart, so he is. For Tinkus in his heart, so he is. For Tinkus in his heart, so he is. You know what it means? Whew. Hold on. I know we're not supposed to do community later, but my mouth is dry. You know what they don't tell you? They don't tell you a little thing about this. The Pope's wine is stronger. I did not know that until they told me. Who lit this fire? Okay. Oh, so I think it's in his heart, so he is. So what you think in your little hifum is what you be in your brain. Eat and drink society, but the heart is not with tea. You can eat, you can think, but in your heart is what you are. The morsel which thou hast eaten, thou shalt not throw up. Again, this is Proverbs 23:8. One time I threw up, and I learned later that it was the devil causing some troubles in my tongue. I'm feeling a little loose today, Vatican. I don't know what it was. I had some delicious mushroom ravioli, and now here we are. And I think I'm going to divulge some secrets.
Oh, hello. It's me once again. The confused elderly woman. Now, when I played opposite of Anne Hathaway in the Princess Diaries, what I thought of her was not much. Such a decorated actress, and being alongside someone who more or less is trying to take my place, I wanted nothing more than to rip her arms off and beat her over the head with them. Much like I could, because I am also a mutant from the Marvel series. When Julie Andrews, was horribly burned and experimented on by evil scientists, I became so witty and lovable and it's hard to describe all the amazing things that is me, Julie Andrews, as Deadpool. If you would like, I could go on and tell you how to bake a key lime pie.
And then I had to stop and ask myself, Dolly, you've had VMAs, you've had AMAs, you've had CMAs. But what you really want to be is an OBGYN. And that's when I took on my first patient, Reba McEntire. Now, y'all may think that red hair is natural, but I'll tell you what, you get her in the stirrups and it's a coochie in color. And but she's lovely. She's lovely. Now I'll tell you, I did get a little worried because when I laid her back, she knew exactly what to do. She didn't even have to hunt for the stirrups. She just threw them right up there. They say after you've had the speculum a couple times. Now that's not a disease for you men folks. That's a medical piece of equipment. And for those of you that don't know, it's like turkey basting, but a bit more invasive. Speaking of turkey basting, I've got a new line of cookbooks out.
Fellow Italians, I don't know. Madonna just started talking to me. You know, she mean. She's the mother of God, and she mean. You think Jesus was traumatized? I don't know. We just did all the secrets, but I think we should leave with one last little bit of wisdom. This comes from Ecclesiastes 5. Keep that foot when thou goest in the house of God. If you ain't got both feet, you're blessed among us, man. Peace.
And that's the game.
Wait, what was Katie's prompt?
The Pope tripping on mushrooms.
Okay.
And I'm not Catholic.
Listen, I'll tell you something. This is where I admit my knowledge of OGBYN is little to none. And I think I offended Reba McEntire.
When you get her in the stirrups, great job.
Well, let's see. You think she's a natural redhead, but that's a cooch of many colors.
And you could have been talking about Jolene too. It kind of implies that maybe Reba is both.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
Coat of many colors. That's another part.
I've got this incense going, and it smells like a Ren Fair now.
Oh,
That's
not that.
I tried to light one in my own room probably a few months ago. I was like, this could be a nice thing, just enjoy it. And it just gets so thick so fast. Like, oh, I'm not even a quarter way through. Like, this is not meant for a small space.
Fancy reference. Dolly Parton didn't sing fancy. Oh, but Reba did. I could have said that about her. I'm gonna tell y'all what. One of these days, I'm gonna finally figure out how to do decent character-based improv on a virtual spectrum. One of these days.
One of these
That's a
days.
promise I make.
Your
to
lips to God's ears, honey. I'm with you.
you. Ooh, man.
Eventually, I'll know how to do an impression of something famous.
Listen, have fun. Excellent. Don't count yourself short.
No.
Listen,
All of that was what I was hoping for.
well, it's just listen. I'll sit here and I'll do it. And I think that's the most terrible thing I've ever done. And then you put me on a stage, and I'll whip up something crazy.
Mhm.
I didn't say it was funny, but it's crazy.
Crazy.
Oh, Alexis is typing back. Let's see what she says about Katie's blatant sexism.
Listen, I learned from the best, Alexis.
She didn't even. Oh, but she has company, and she goes, "Can I open these in front of them?"
No, not unless you want to be. Not unless you're not unless you want to be cool, Alexis.
I appreciate her checking because
Mhm.
I don't want to say I like to talk shit, but
You are from Georgia.
next game.
Next game. So we are going to go back to a game for all of our players in this one. And this is a game that we are calling Name That Mascot. So during the course of the week, you sent us pictures of unusual or unconventional mascots. Now, if you sent me a famous mascot, like a couple people sent me Gritty, that's not going to work for this game. We know who Gritty
We've
is.
done Gritty too.
Yeah. But a bunch of people sent in ones that I had never seen before. And if I haven't seen it, then that means that it's unconventional enough. Because while I was not an athlete, my father was, and I had to be around a lot of sports.
Jeff is the straightest person on our team, and that's including me and Haley and Alexis.
But Jeff, don't let him listen. I've seen.
I'm the token straight of this team.
I've seen the baseball photos. You were probably
He's shortstop.
It's him when he was like 8.
I'm pretty sure Katie Markey has pictures of those pictures.
You did martial arts. That is sports.
I did.
That is sports. So is cheerleading.
And what did I do?
didn't do that.
Smoke wired? Random.
My
anecdotes.
sisters were cheerleaders. I had a very athletic family. But here we go.
Oh,
Name these mascots. This is number 1.
oh God.
Everybody, put your hands together for the Dallas Rugby Cougars. Now, the Dallas Rugby Cougars are a team of only women above the age of 40, and they will mess you up. They're going to take a bite out of you.
God.
But what's the name of this mascot for the Dallas Rugby Cougars?
Trisha.
Trisha.
Oh, Trisha. And it's not SHA, it's TRICIA. Like
You know how to spell.
but
Mhm.
Trisha. That's a good one. Trisha the Tiger. No, Trisha the Cougar.
Trisha the Cougar.
Oh my God, he's so aggressive. So the tail between the legs at this angle is very upsetting.
That you're not the only one. Aaron and Debbie both agree.
Perverts.
Oh, good. It could be. Never mind.
I got
Okay.
nothing.
He's an awful cougar. Gregory and Anaheim. Anaheim Cougar.
Gregory the Anaheim Cougar.
I'm on fire today, guys.
This one's going to Katie for Trisha.
Yeah.
Next mascot.
Oh.
Oh, Bumpo.
Bumpo.
Bumpo. I don't know. That's a spiky iguana kind of son of a gun.
Zeke.
Zeke. Mm-hmm.
Ribbed for your sports entertainment.
What is he?
I thought like some sort of dinosaur, but you might be right of like a spiky lizard.
Yeah, I think he's a spiked iguana, whatever.
What's those lizards?
Horned lizard.
Horned lizard.
What is that the same lizard that like bleeds out of its eyes?
I think so. At least a breed of it.
What's the Katie Mark? Is that the
lizard that bleeds out of its eyes?
I thought Katie has a bearded dragon.
Oh, there it is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're asking Alexa about blood spurt.
Shout out to Mike, who knew it was in fact a horned lizard.
No.
Well, if it's a bearded dragon, I mean that could be a bunch of names like Bumpo the bearded dragon of San Jose.
Mm-hmm.
The bearded dragon, it just means that he has a girlfriend, but he's not really into girls.
Oh, no.
I mean, you see that pose.
Got a good hip hop with this one.
It does have a hip hop on there. Yeah, it's a gay lizard.
Yeah. All right, it's Bumpo the gay lizard.
Ready the faggy lizard.
Whoa.
It's a Mario, okay?
It is Italian. It is definitely Italian.
It's amore.
It's amore.
Amore.
Ah! I think it's a manta, but it's amore.
Manti d'amore.
Wingo.
This is listen. You know what? I get why people want to be furries because I'd want to be in this costume.
Oh,
it's a buff. It's a buff animal.
It's the smile. It's the sinister grin me.
The smile is very loose.
Oh, and it's from Texas. It's from Texas.
Oh,
this mascot knows that it killed Steve Irwin.
He looks like a 10-gallon hat.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's from DFW. That's a DFW.
It looks like one of the clowns from that you throw the balls in the mouth at the arcade.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. There we go. Put those into a name, Jeff.
Yeah, we're doing a very good job of mocking all of these mascots. We have not named.
I can give you the aura that this thing is presenting. I don't know. I cannot name this demon. I can only tell you what evil deeds it's done.
How do you summon
it? Names have power. We can only control it once we name it.
Listen, it's Sonny the Stingray.
Sonny
the Stingray.
Sonny the Italian Stingray.
Because he's Mario.
Sonny Battone the Stingray.
From Dallas, Florida.
Oh no. The hashtag makes me think he's like on Reddit or something.
That's just
This is a problematic animal.
Isn't that the bear from Panda Express?
Oh boy.
This is for Panda.
That is Winnie the Pooh's.
Oh boy. That's Winnie the Pooh's sleep paralysis demon.
Is it?
Oh boy.
Is he, instead of Poe, is he poor? Is that good?
Oh, that's good. That's good.
That's good. That's good. There we go.
I'll give it to poor. That's good.
That's Winnie the Piss.
Oh, I love this guy.
Is this from something?
Arnold.
He just does a good bit where like the legs are sticking out, and then he's walking around like he's eating, and then I think he like spits himself out, and you just see like a half digested fish.
Don't do drugs, kids, because this is what it feels like.
The mascot looks rather phallic. Does anybody else see that?
I think we could definitely make an argument for phallical things in any of these guys.
Mm-hmm. This is the fallacy of death.
Names.
Oh wow, yeah.
His wand.
That's an anglerfish. Andre the Angler from. You've already used Anaheim. From Amsterdam. Albuquerque.
Or Akron.
Oh.
Guys.
Altoona.
Oh. All right. Jonathan just saved himself from being fired because Debbie Willis Hamlin could take one of your jobs today.
Boner. There we go. Awesome.
We've already proved that our
That's on
audience
par.
is funnier than us, and yet they come back every time. Thank you. Thank you for doing that.
We've got more.
Oh, wow.
Guzzy.
Hey, my name's Trip Trout, and I'm going to
Trip
trip
Trout.
Trout all over this field.
Trip Trout's
Guzzy.
good.
I got Guzzy, the ball guzzling fish.
Guzzy, the ball guzzling fish.
That's all it is.
Fish lips.
Common denominator. All these animals are gay.
They're all gay.
I think
Joker.
this one definitely does chewing tobacco.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Or at least it's trying to kick the habit, so substitutes with Big Chew. Like,
Mm.
you know?
Mhm.
Oh no, sunflower seeds.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I like
he's
better when you
Mhm.
smoked.
You said that like you hate sunflower seeds.
Say, Jamie's big on sunflower seeds, isn't he?
who? My brother?
Yeah.
No, he does dip. He does.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Does he
But I
spit it
think-
in a water bottle?
No, usually styrofoam cup with paper towels at the bottom. But I think
That's
when
classy. Thank you.
I think when he was in the hospital, well, he wasn't in the hospital. Someone else was in the hospital, but he was visiting them. I think he did do sunflower seeds to sort of have the.
Mhm.
Sorry, I hope he's not here. Just sharing all his business.
But no, it's really
My
not.
name is
Has anyone else noticed that the ball in his mouth is a fishing lure? Like
that's
this ball. is
I was wondering what the hell that was.
That's kind of badass.
It's
Yeah, 'cause
dark.
he's owning it. It's
It's
either
giving-
stuck in his
It's giving
throat.
Fault in Our Stars. Like, you
Oh,
put the killing thing in your mouth, but you don't give the power to kill you.
the fault in our balls.
The
That's
Fault in Our Fowls.
Oh.
ooh,
Mm.
starring
I've
whatever. This,
known a sport or two in my life.
Next
I've had
one.
some fun. Oh God,
Oh, yuck.
this feels like a church school mascot.
you're right. United Christian Southern Carolina.
Yes, that is. I mean,
Because our love for God is out of this world. This guy's name is
it's an
Ezekiel.
alien. It is. An alien. Oh man, this is church volleyball corps or softball league.
Mhm.
¿Por qué no los
No.
dos?
Jonathan, what?
Hello,
Oh, whoops.
Joe Nathan.
I have a reply to the sexism. Let's see what she said. Not to take away from the Christian alien.
What do you think he eats? What kind of planet do you think he's from?
Okay, she has demanded that I show it live.
Okay.
Oh.
I don't know how to.
Everybody hush. We can't
This
hear
is
it, honey.
I can't. She's not saying anything.
Because
She
they're
is saying.
evil.
Start it over.
All dentists are men because they're evil.
I can't win.
All dentists are men
Wow.
because they're evil.
We got it.
All dentists are men because they're evil.
That's
I am your dentist.
Evil.
wow.
Enjoy the carrera that I picked.
This guy's definitely got a healthy diet.
Mhm.
I mean, look at those teeth. They're perfectly straight.
He's really good.
But is also secretly a bully.
Oh,
Mm, yeah.
absolutely. And it's because he's insecure. He doesn't
Yeah.
actually believe God is real, but he's like in it.
But here's the thing: everyone loves him. Think he's the greatest thing ever.
Who is he? Does the congregation know who it is?
No, there's a big reveal at the end of every year.
So it's a different person every year.
Yep, it's a senior.
Oh,
Yep.
I feel like you figure it out quick by who's not at the service.
And it's
that
always
day.
the senior that they know is going to go out and embrace the secular world. So it's their last chance of trying to really get their claws.
Yeah, this is an honor. You are God's one true soldier inside this suit. I
Yeah.
hear he speaks directly to you when you
Yeah.
put the head on.
Oh, no one hits our God is an awesome God like the person in this mask.
But what's his name?
I've told you his name is Ezekiel.
Yeah, Ezekiel.
Ezekiel the praying alien.
Ezekiel the praying alien. I like it.
Or the Praelian.
The
Oh my
last
God,
one.
that's William
This is a
Manson.
car wash mascot.
What's his name? Suds.
Riptide Ronnie.
Wavy
I like
Willow.
that. It's good.
Ronnie.
Yeah.
Is this a
Blast.
furry?
But
No, I think it's a soapy.
most of the ones up until disgusting.
I feel
Most
like
of the ones up until this point have been a furry.
I would like to think about this when I look at these. I'm like, where are the actual eyes? Do you know what I mean? Like,
in the teeth, usually.
what
Usually
are
in the
they?
teeth.
What are they? Because that still feels like an odd place to have eyes.
Well,
Depends.
because you're
Look at the
looking down
shoulders.
mostly, because it can't be through the nose. I think
Oh,
it's
it's
gotta be-
definitely peeking through those little slits. When you go to the eyes, yeah.
Too tall.
Oh, he looks way more menacing from here.
I'm afeared.
Debbie Hamlin said it gives B. Arthur vibes. I don't think it's B. Arthur. This is one of the Bee Gees.
No, I
This
see
is-
what Debbie
this
sees.
is
I hear you, Debbie.
This is a what are they? Not the Backstreet Boys. What are they called? The Beach Boys. This is a Beach Boy.
This is an evil beach boy.
It's Brian Wilson.
This
Well,
is
fun. Tell her daddy takes a T-bird away.
this is if Disney Pixar's Elemental got a hold of Kenny Rogers.
This is like Cold Miser at this point.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you know what? Guess what? He's in a bathing suit. So,
I'll say this. This is one of the better designed mascots.
Mm-hmm.
but I just
I
want to
like
know
it.
where he's at, okay? Because what he is does not line up with his background.
He's
What's
a
the-
wave.
What's
Yeah,
the
he's a wave.
workshop? There's a glitter. And what does that say?
Oh.
Wonder?
You're the sea.
Wander.
What's with the gold LeMay number in the background?
That's a curtain.
It's part of the ensemble, Jeff.
He's got big old feet. Does he
Those
have
are-
toenails? Go in on his toenails.
Those are
Oh, yeah,
big
toenails.
feet.
Huge.
Why does
What
he have
size-
toenails?
What
He's a
size-
wave.
Oh my
Made of
god, he
water.
does have toenails.
That's
Oh,
fungal.
that's unsettling because
They
you
should
know
be
it's over.
seashells.
It's over a shoe. You just know it's over a shoe.
They have to be over seashells. They have to be seashells.
What size do you think those flip flops are?
15 minimum.
Oh, minimum. Those are Old Navy flip flops.
He's wearing sweatpants.
He's just getting roasted. This poor
No,
wave.
this is early 2000s Lifeway Vacation Bible School coded. Like you're telling me that on Wednesday night, after you've learned the Bible verse of the night and you've learned the third song in a row, which is normally the one based on the ABCs of becoming a Christian, that this man does not walk into
He
service
shows up
getting
because
dinner?
out of our bellies flow rivers of living water. All right?
Yep.
This is the living water.
That is the living water. Okay, that is the same water that Jesus told that woman at the well to have, and she would never thirst again. Y'all see what he looks like? God, this is terrible. My grandfather was a preacher.
That just means you have good. That means we know what we're talking about,
But
right?
this is, I'm telling you, this is, listen, Vacation Bible School back in the day slapped. And this,
He would never be allowed in church.
Oh, and he's
Right.
ripped.
Wait,
He
does
does
he have
have abs.
nipples?
Oh, but there are
No, he
abs.
does have
We
abs.
can't see.
That's
He has
no
abs.
God. That
His
is
abs go up to his chin.
You're right.
that is
This too tempting.
temptation. That's temptation incarnate right there. That's gluttony, greed, vanity, lust, pride, all of them.
Not
Yeah, his
sloth,
name's just
though.
Lust.
In those slutty little Old Navy flip flops.
Oh,
Well, you heard it here first, folks. Old Navy flip flops are the sluttiest thing that you can put on your feet.
Listen,
I've worn, as a person who's worn many, an Old Navy flip flop. Yeah,
oh, they were the thing back in the day. You had to have them in every color.
because they were $3.
Yep. And not a lick of arch
This
support.
has been the Katie and Jonathan show, and I really want to apologize for that. I'm sorry.
We've got
Don't
things to work with.
apologize. But here's the thing, gang. It's 8:00. Show's
Oh, wow.
technically over. We've played 3 games.
We
Oh,
did
That's
great.
one more than last week.
Yep,
That's
we're
true.
really progress, baby.
Very true.
Listen,
But I will give you an option. We can play
Yeah.
one more game.
okay.
It can either be interrogation or objection.
Objection. I'm feeling
Objection.
Try some objection.
All right, we are going to finish off strong with objection. There's going to be 2 minutes on the clock. And you are going to be arguing over something that comes to us from Darian Claypool. Thank you, Darian. It's been a while since you've commented on the thing. Very excited.
Last time she commented, she wasn't a Claypool yet.
That's
Congratulations!
right. That's right. So thank you for commenting. But Darian suggested winking. And I know there's got to be some strong feelings about winking around here.
Oh.
All right, Jonathan. So I'm going to get 2 minutes on the clock. Should I use the yapometer? No, it's not fair if you all see the time.
No, we shouldn't see the time. We need to be.
All right.
I like seeing the time, but I get that it's fair. It's more fair to
You
you.
can have your own on the side.
So 2 minutes on the clock, Jonathan, and begin.
So winking. I, a couple of years ago, found out that I actually don't know how to wink. What I did that I thought was a wink was not actually closing my eyelid. It was simply pushing up my cheek fat to close my eye and thinking that I was winking. And I think that's a metaphor for so much in my life.
Objection.
Yes, Katie.
I think winking is less about the actual physical mechanism of completing the wink and more of the spirit of what the wink implies.
Oh, sustained. I want to hear where this goes. You have the
So
floor.
I feel like a lot of people are self-conscious of the fact that they can't wink. Maybe they
Objection.
open mouth.
Yes, Mike?
No one is self-conscious.
Overruled. Have you met any member of this team? Katie still has the floor.
Wow.
So you can wink a lot of ways. Some people do like the frog wink. Some people do like that. Some people can only do it on one side. I think what the spirit you're trying to invest into that wink is a spirit of mischief and like camaraderie.
Objection.
Yes, Jonathan.
There is no mystery or camaraderie behind my wink. I have one goal when I am winking, and it ain't mysterious or camaraderie.
Go on. You have the floor.
The only time I'm winking is when there's sunscreen in my eye, or if I'm trying to, cause a little action.
Objection.
Yes, Mike.
He began this objection by saying he could only do it for one reason. I think we should throw out his testimony.
Agreed.
Sustained. Mike has the floor.
There's no reason to trust Jonathan Hanley with anything. If you've ever talked to the man, listen to the cackle. That's a cackle of an evil individual. What else cackles like that? Hyenas, some obnoxious birds. One that he admitted to wanting to be earlier. What I'm getting at is you can't listen to a bird guy.
Objection.
Katie.
I feel that unless you are physically incapable of listening, you have to listen to a bird guy. It's one of the last senses to go because it's one of the last bones and muscles that stops moving. It is impossible to not listen. You cannot comprehend. You can actively block out, but you will always be listening and hearing.
Sustained. I want to see where this goes.
So you got these big old ears on the side of your head. Some
Objection.
people.
Yes, Jonathan.
I have normal sized ears on the side of my head.
Objection! I'm bleeding.
What the hell? What?
Oh, God, yes, medical emergencies.
I know,
Yeah,
I
just
just-
get all the attention. Jesus Christ.
Katie has the floor.
Don't pick scabs. See, all of you turned and looked at me when I said I was bleeding. Therefore,
Objection. Objection.
Jonathan.
You can't pick scabs in a crowded theater. It will cause chaos.
Sustained. Jonathan has the floor.
Objection!
Katie.
You can pick scabs in a crowded theater if you're doing methamphetamines.
What the hell?
Objection.
Mike.
I picked the scab when I was in elementary school, and the nurse wrote down on the pad "scab picker." Is that any?
I want to hear about this. Mike has the floor.
It's not too interesting of a story, but I was just in the room and I was just doing that, and I got there, and she's like, "What are you here for?" I'm bleeding.
And that's the time.
I'll always remember it.
But I want to hear more of this
See
story.
her right scab
It's
picker?
Yeah, she literally mouthed it out. Like it's a
Scab
core memory in me.
picker.
I think it was like on my arm or on my leg. I was like, I'm bleeding. Can I go to the fucking nurse? And they're like, yes. I get there. It's like I was picking a scab, and she gets her pet scab.
Sounds like a regular nurse instead of a fucking nurse.
It was like,
Fucking
you
nurse.
hush. I was in elementary school. Don't even go there.
Listen, I remember in elementary school, when I was in primary school, we went to the nurse all the time. She was the sweetest nurse ever. And when we got to elementary school, my mom was like, you can't do that anymore. And after open house, we went out to eat dinner, and we saw our elementary nurse drinking a beer, and David was convinced that she was an alcoholic.
Why wouldn't you be? Someone you trust?
That she couldn't treat him because she was gonna have shaky hands and he might lose.
She had a
It
beer
was
at
David.
school?
David's the reason that when I was in teaching school, we were told that we can't go out to Applebee's and have a beer in case one of our students takes a picture of us on their phone and shares it on social media, and we'll lose our job. It was David's fault.
You know what they do? What they do in my hometown is if they ever do something like that, they get it in a styrofoam cup, so you can't tell what it is.
Mm-hmm.
When I was in between seasons of that place we all worked, I was substitute teaching at my hometown school and then going and waiting tables in the afternoon. First day of substitute teaching. It was a 5th grade class. We have a good time. I rush over to the depot. I start serving steaks. Lo and behold, one of these kids shows up with their family, and they're like, didn't I just see you at school? And I went, yeah, because I need to make money. What can I get you? Like, I said that. I have to make money. What can I get you? Anyway, it was the most humiliating experience I think I ever had. That, oh my God, no, it's only second to a table had the nerve to ask me what I actually wanted to do. And I was like, oh, I want to be an actor. I'm planning to move to Chicago. I'd like to get into comedy. And they went, oh, can you do some stand-up for us? And I took them up on it. And it was bad.
Wow.
Terrible
Their
mistake.
tip reflected it.
Terrible mistake. Listen, I got you all beat. One of my teachers is in the comments of this video.
Wow.
Okay, that did not get the reaction that I thought, but that's
that's right, Debbie. Yeah, okay. Like I don't see Debbie in that context, but yeah, you're absolutely
She's
right.
not our teacher, except she teaches us a lot about comedy. Then I'm over 21 and not at work. Fight me. Like, what are you gonna do? Call the cops on me? Kids respect that.
You really got to exert your dominance.
Listen, I will say I will never forget seeing teachers outside of school was never a massive thing for me because I was in a small town, so I saw teachers all the time, and I had lots of family members who were in the school system. That didn't bother me. But the thing that changed my life was in 6th grade. I found out that some teachers didn't like other teachers because up until that point, I was convinced that everything was hunky-dory and everyone loved each other.
Because your teachers are good at their jobs.
Absolutely, they are. But in 6th grade, I had a teacher, and I honestly don't remember how. I don't know if I overheard something. I've been nosy all my life, y'all. But that's when I found out because I found out she was beefing with another teacher, and I was like, oh. And then this past, I guess it's been 2 years ago, I was home, and Debbie being nosy, you know the person it was. It was a band teacher. I won't say any name. It was the band teacher. And I don't remember who she was upset with. But this past 2 years ago when I was the artist in residence in Ben Hill County, going back and spending the day with Debbie at the middle school and sitting with one of the teachers was a girl I went to high school with, so I knew her, but sitting with teachers who had been teachers when I was in school and talking to them now as adults, I was like, this is luscious. The gossip, it's top tier. The drama, I loved it.
Did you know they were all 30-year-olds or older dealing with the same crap that we are today, except
Absolutely.
They get to do it every day. I had it. My oh my God, teachers are human moment was when I found out my theater teacher was dating another professor of mine.
No.
This was much later in my life. I knew teachers are human, don't get me wrong, but I also grew up in a small town, so it wasn't shocking or weird that they were my friends' parents or that they went to school. But when I went to college, I found out that my high school theater teacher was dating my current acting professor. And I was like, the fucking shit! What? Like, Mom and Dad! Like, it really like threw me for a loop. Yep.
Well done, gang.
I'll talk forever.
Look, here's the thing. I think we need to start charging for this. I think once we get no, not you.
Every word a dollar.
You take it out of my portion of the IT crowd.
We need to adopt the college humor model, and we have like the regular improv show, and then we have the after show that like only subscribers get. Like we record our yapping, our post show yapping, and people have to pay. Now, granted, they're paying for watching this in some way, shape, or form right now, but
with their mental health, with their time.
With their Venmos, but it is, alas, 8:11. So I do think we have to bid goodbye to our lovely audience.
Goodbye
to all the teachers out there. Thank you.
Yes,
thank you. Thank you for all you do. Thank you.
Maybe not the way you intended, but in one way, shape, or form.
You're stronger than me. Anything that y'all have to say to the audience?
Don't eat Arby's. It made me not feel good.
I'm sorry. I just says Ryan Hope.
The IT crowd.